This poem I wrote during the pandemic, but it's not super depressing, sorry. I spent a lot of time at archery ranges with my kid because it was the place we could be outside and not be around anyone. So it's called Poem with Archery Range. Into the time plateau, these suburban lots off barren strips we drive by, then bales dulled in yellow grass, and I an analog self. In the seat of my son's digital narrative, wondering who sold the steamer of our past, its augury birds flying backwards, to this landscape where so much usage carries grift. Once in basement rooms below my childhood, we shot targets with his kid guns, my father again emerging. Trigger with our eyes drawn, pleasure of aim and arrival. Daughter, mother, made first in a body. 4 decades fuse the carapace of fake deer. A field's late winter. Now the future is my boy's arrow culling air. To share his sequence of absence and precision. Then to drive home resembling an earlier self. Since how do we imagine elsewhere? This is a poem I also wrote with my kid in it. He has a reading disability, and a lot of his childhood has been spent practicing reading, which has been a struggle, like it is for so many kids who don't get enough support in school. So I wrote this for him, poem for reading. What long ago card on your child table? What lithe letter carried its wreath of flowers? Its snow fields where rabbits slept, then leapt out happily each spring. What skirt in the lap of your teacher? What classmate bent over her book before the mind's cruelty measures into rubric? In the learning house of first inclusion, who says the disambiguous self needs to try harder? Who turns the page without your efforting? At sunrise, the stars' odd glint above, and my worry dressing its day shape, like a stylus pressed to clay, tender manger of our ancients. Each homonym maps its finite variations, or my child's tongue to his tutoring screen because language school is harsh and tastes of early exile, and adults have made the leveling of words into money tomes, and parents surround sound bookshelves. For how much is the heft of diligence? How many prodded mornings into practice, and still the voice filament breath after breath. Accuracy or swaying blue petals, expository sails on a sea of descendants, an increase of genes of formal composition, fluency's myelinated animal run wild. Once in a dream I asked to decipher his face on the line back to charcoal or hieroglyph, once confused by word rituals, by tulips of our Anthropocene, my flower, my early one. Now each pliant sound swims away, is both erasure and the relative calling your name. This is the last part of the poem. In kind woods, the glottis trembles red over rock. The moon is a blind fraction, stars as smoke plumes and vowels as decades. and yourself the echo of fingers tapping each quivered sound. Not believing them your navigation, none of it scratched in playground sand below the trees bloom on cold avenues, where snow cuts its milk teeth, your face smallest phoning, where light and air continue as we do. Your pencil writes its wing on the D, and the bee twists to kiss its mate. They wave where we wait in the passage of reading. Thank you.